Don't worry, guys.
Yes,
It's all part
I
of the
am an
process.
edgelord.
Oh, look, so
Hey,
it's
I
got
gotta
the
say,
permanent
how
gloves.
did I
Okay.
not dead yet?
He lives again!
Gather round, children. Story
Hold on,
time.
guys, I crashed again. Gotta reload.
God damn it, Jaden!
Hi there. What's going on, guys? This is Bossrosslp, and I'm one of the characters in the Urealms series. I'm also usually the cameraman. But I'm telling you this all the way from the future, coming to you all the way from the future, on the 15th of May, 2017. This is like a good bit after Campaign 2 was recorded, to sort of give you the character creation, because it was never filmed. Because Super was the one that recorded it, or he recorded the campaign itself. I believe I was planned to record the second campaign, but my computer was having difficulties, so I just left it on to Zuper to record that one. We planned to switch it off, but I eventually took over as full-time cameraman. Anyway, it's just lost in the aether. Maybe I recorded it at one point, the character creation. If that's ever found, I will upload it, but I doubt I'll actually be able to find it. I don't know if it was ever actually done. Again, this is Campaign 2. This is before we were going to make this a giant series. Like, I think by 3, we sort of knew it was going to extend for a little bit longer. But by 2, we were just like, okay, this is just another one-off. So I'm going to talk about all the characters that are included. They're going to be in the description of every single video, but I felt like I should tell you guys what exactly happened with the character creation. I think I have the board itself for the character creation on Tabletop Simulator. I'm going to try and load that up. Going to try and avoid spoilers through it, but let's go take ourselves a gander, shall we? This is a really awkward way of recording this, but it's okay. Let's find out. Let's find out. Okay. So don't want to go too far into the future. We want Campaign 2 map. Well, we have the map. I guess that's close enough. I'm going to load it up. I'm going to go to the right. I'm going to give you guys a nice little look at the map. I'm not going to let you look at the map, but like, I mean, the videos will be uploaded at the same time, but essentially let's just go over all the characters. Flip that over so you don't see that. Alright. So this is how the campaign essentially started. We have our 4 characters here. All 4 of them. This is Jaden. This is Zuper. That is me. And that's Ross. Me, Ross. And this is Wolf. Alright, let's go over everybody. So Jaden was playing a pork this week, and he played the character named Margaret. Now, he has a good bit of character development. Like, most of the character development I won't go over. That'll be explained in the actual campaign itself. Just, you can see he's a wizard. Here's most of the stuff he had. He had the little hat trick, so he pulled spells quite a bit, etc. Fish yogurt, he tries to push it on everybody. There you go. That's essentially Jaden's character. Zuper's character was not named Margaret. I have his name listed right here. It's a little bit... Caspian Bishop, that's what it is. Okay. So Caspian Bishop, he sort of devised his character to be snooty, and he was also a wizard, I want to say. I think most of us were wizard. Oh, no, he's not. He's not a wizard. He is a, Is he a... Oh, I remember what happened. Okay, so he had a class, but his class got swapped because he got the adopted attribute. Essentially, what the adopted attribute is it gives you a random list of... or not that. The peasant attribute, sorry. It gives you a random list of campaign abilities, or companion abilities. It was funny because he got the noble blood, which means he's posh and wealthy, but he's also a peasant. So that was fun for him to RP. He was essentially a peasant with amnesia, but he used to be a posh, snooty asshole. That's sort of how he explained his character, I think. You can see that he has the regal top hat. He was trying to go for the magician class, but he got randomly swapped into all these companion abilities, which... Honestly, he was pretty bad as a character. He mentioned himself. I mean, he wasn't that bad, but he certainly wasn't up to speed with the rest of us elves and wizards and over here. Then there was me. I was Sophie Rayjack. If you have not realized by now, I play a bunch of members of the Rayjack family. That's how my RPs are almost always going to go. For the time being, I have not played anyone that is not a Rayjack in a campaign. I mean, I've sometimes accounted for character 4. After Wolf will leave after this campaign. Like, he doesn't appear in any of the other campaigns. I think he makes a character in campaign 3, but he doesn't actually participate in any more of the campaigns. So we usually relegate the 4th player to one of us. One of us deals with the 4th player. Like in the most recent one that we've done, which is campaign 9, Jaden handled the 4th player. In my own game that I GM'd, which was campaign 6, I was in charge of character 4. But for right now, we do have Wolf. So there's me, Sophie Rayjack. I've mostly played Rayjacks. In fact, I've explicitly played Rayjacks. That's what I was saying. So I sort of went for a Frost Wizard idea. Like, I had, like, all wind spells. Like, that was my idea. Or, not wind, fuck. All ice spells. That was the idea behind mine. Apparently, she knew all the languages. I did not know that. I forgot about that. I guess I just never really bothered to use that. She was one of the lucky characters, so that was good. Yeah, she was probably one of my best characters, to be frankly honest. I think Campaign 9 surpassed her a little bit with a character that is massively overpowered, but most of the characters in that campaign were overpowered on purpose. But I will say Sophie is definitely one of my stronger characters. She was a Dwelf, so she had a beard. It was a funny character. And finally, we have Shaking Bacon, who is Wolf's character. I don't even need to look at his name. He had Wolfie McWolferson and Shaking Bacon. Like, fantastic names from Wolf. It's a shame he doesn't appear in more campaigns. He played a really old, ancient nobleborn that was a little senile and also a very good dancer. He went for a lot of the beams, like arcane shit. He had flair, blinking. A lot of us had the ability to teleport. You see, the Fiery mixtape, he was just... He was the guy who was the dancer. He also had a lot of random accessories, so... That is all of our characters. That is essentially what occurred during character creation. Sorry to really go for this lowball character creation, but that's the case. I don't think these staminas are relevant. You're just going to have to wait until the actual episode itself to see relevant staminas. We didn't have shields yet, I think. However, this is sort of close to what we had. Like, Wolf wasn't crazy. I had a lot of stamina for some reason as Sophie. Margaret made sense to have a lot of stamina. And Caspian, I think he did have very low stamina, but not 16. I think that's just what's happened over the course of the campaign. So, I'm going to edit this to make sure I don't spoil anything. And that is essentially what occurred during character creation. So, hopefully that serves as a sufficing character creation. Sorry we didn't record it, but enjoy Chapter 2 of the Zurojad Chronicles.